Lock it off. Okay. Alright, so what am I doing today? This is going to be a low budget fencing. It's going to make some of you cringe. I'm pretty sure my neighbor doesn't agree with this, but it's just going to be a fast way to get my horse out in the field. I have 2 sections to fill. We're cutting ash poles because the ash trees are going to die anyway. The ash beetles are getting to them. So we're going to reclaim some of this land for pasture. It's got to be cleared anyway. I'm going to cut the stumps as low as I can to the ground and come back later maybe, or as long as I can get the bush hog over it. We're going to go through here and cut this all got to come down. It's going to die anyway. So the kids are giving me a hand here, and we're going to take these ash poles on the other fence line now and wire them up. Alright, so I've already taken the tractor in here and kind of bush hogged. I'm just going to use these trees and go tree to tree, and probably have to put a post here and then go. I got to fill all this in. It's a big hole. Horses probably wouldn't bother with it, but no chance. I'm not taking any chances. Let's get started. Alright, so This fencing on the cheap. A lot of you are gonna laugh, but it's gonna work. How long will these ash poles last? I don't know. A few years probably. Most likely. Just a little deterrent. It doesn't have to be straight, but obviously this isn't. Wire. Thank you. I'm going to put that underneath and wire it up. All I'm doing is using galvanized fencing wire, and it won't rust out. Alright, so I'm just twisting it together around this tree. You're not going to kill the tree. We're just going to, and this is kind of temporary, so I hope it just gets me through another year or two. It's just to get the horses out here in the field. They're not going to bother this fence ever. There's no reason for them to push on it to get to the other side, so I can't see them pushing on it too much. But if I was worried about that, if I had cows or anything, then I would have definitely put a bigger, eventually we're going to put page wire fence here, but they do this fence line is going to be difficult because no, that's not tied very good, is it? But whatever, it all works. What a mess. I don't have the right fencing pliers. I can't find my pliers, so that's what I got just in case. Knock that over. Next. Alright, so we're going to use this old tree. It's already got a fence on it, but yeah, this is not very good, but it'll work. I would rather use page wire here, but there's a lot worse stuff you could use for a fence than this, I guess. Probably wouldn't even have to put one on the bottom of this, but we will. Just because we can. Okay. Alright, there it is in all its glory. It looks okay. I mean, that spot there wouldn't reach the tree. There's actual fence in there. Horses aren't going near that. The horses are lazy. They're not going to take a path of resistance. They'll take the least path of resistance. You can see I just put an X there to hold it up. And if you want to get real fancy, we come back here and put a bottom rung on it, make it look really nice. I think it looks good. Except for where it doesn't follow the property line. It actually goes behind that tree. I mean, I could put another X in there, but I just used what I had. For now, we'll have to do later. I mean, a few years from now, let's take a bulldozer and push all this trees off the fence line and brush. It's like this all the way down. How do you replace the page wire fence in there? A lot of cutting with a chainsaw. Alright, one more thing worth mentioning is if I had cows in here, I would add like a third rail and made it a little higher, or maybe even a fourth rail. I mean, you could fill that in solid if you want it. Right here in the middle, I would have put an X like this, right here. That's not attached to anything, but the fence is right there. It's too much brush, the horses aren't going in there. So yeah, I would have put an X in here, at least one, to take out some of that. But I think all in all, that's going to work. It didn't cost me anything but a little bit of wire and some chainsaw gas. Oops. All this work for you guys. Maybe more on the way. So me and the neighbor, without his help, I wouldn't get none of this done. He's a big time motivation. We put all this fencing in. He paid for the posts and the wire, while I got the corner posts, they're bigger. And we did all that, all the way down to that blue car over there. Now he wants to keep going towards my barn, which we will, but I need to get this section, one more section back in here done. Alright, so the next section is in here. There's a roadway going back through here. That's where I got the white dually stuck in the woods. So we need to put a gate right there at that white tree over here. And from there all the way down into there somewhere we need to put a fence. So we're going to use these ash trees right here, and I don't think they're all ash, that might be maple right there, but the ash trees are going to die because of the ash beetle. And if we cut some down at my neighbor's house over here, and they were in there, so we're going to cut all this down anyway so we can bush hog and then grow more grass for the horses or cows or whatever else you go. So we're going to do this in here. First things first, there's a steel cable in here I got caught in last year. I need to find it, get rid of it in the page wire fence, and come here with the bush hog, clean all this up, and then we'll get in here and do this fence. But that might be for another video. Alright, so I found the steel cable in the old fence. Well, I should come in here with a bucket, push all this into the woods, get rid of it first, then bush hog. Be nice to clean that all out. You can see the T-rail fence post right there, but yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. Alright, so if you guys want to homestead or fix your farm up, this is a cheap way to make fences. It's not the best way, but if you look at the pioneers, they did stuff like this all the time. Cedar rail fences, for instance, and they use more than cedar rails. They use whatever they get their hands on. Some are split rail fences, but I need to fix this fence. This is going to be the cheapest way right now. It would be better to put posts in. We'll see. Maybe the neighbor will talk me into it yet. So anyway, if you guys like this kind of thing, please comment, rate, and subscribe. This is stuff that I just need to get done. And this has been going on in the background since last year, and that's why you don't see a whole lot of videos. But I think I did take a video on putting posts in before, but maybe we'll do another one. Yeah, so I'm going to come in here and clear this out. I don't know if maybe I'll just make another video. You guys can see me working with the tractor, pushing this crap out of the way back in here and getting the bush hog. It's got to be cleared up first so I can see where I'm going. I mean, I could probably put the rails right on top of whatever's there, but I want the horses to visually see a fence there. Anyway, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Push that little bell right there. You're not going to get notified of the next video. Talk to you later.